MFL. Thought I'd try to sneak one in. Man, this morning. I am still trying to clean up, pack up. We are, man. Oh, man.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taking us 3. We'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
To play running back in today's NFL, you need to be versatile, and that really defines Le'Veon Bell because if you hand it to him, he won't turn it down. 321 carries in 2017. And if you want to throw it to him, well, they targeted him 106 times last season as well, which was second in running backs only to Christian McCaffrey. So Le'Veon Bell is a defensive nightmare when you try to figure out where he's going to be on the field to try to defend him.
On second down, it's Bell.
Good job!
That one blown up quickly as he's going to be
Timmy
stopped
Jernigan.
before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill going up top.
Good job.
Shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback Nick Foles.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now T.J. Yeldon.
Good job,
And
TJ.
they're taken down at the 31-yard line. The numbers for Yeldon on the ground last week. 20 carries, 90 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The starters on the defensive side of the ball for Miami. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the run, it's Yeldon. And
Face
going to
mask.
be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
By that,
So they
15
will
yards.
accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
Little back
About
shoulder.
that. Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Yeldon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
By that.
So a
5
jump
yards.
there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Foles.
Good job, Nicky.
Man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good job, Nicky.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Hollins.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with Yeldon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense.
What a throw by Nicky franchise! What a throw by Nicky franchise!
Out of the season. The Eagles have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown.
Floated.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where.
Wow, what a throw. You saw that guy come up. You knew you had to float it. All right, you see, you're going to see the tight end breaking towards the middle. That guy comes up. So you knew that there was going to be another guy. So you just floated. You put a little touch on this thing because he's playing the robber position. He floats into the robber position. And you just floated. Oh, man, what a genius throw. What a genius throw. He's like, shit, I see it, but I can't get there. Hey, Minka Fitzpatrick, you big dummy. Good. Oh, what a toss.
He is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone.
Wow,
and also
Bill
from kicking one through
Darby.
the post. Well done.
The give is to Bell.
Good job.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Amendola.
Come on, guys.
Before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings out, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A give to Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Down to the 25. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 14 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill.
Good job.
Over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Not this time, though. Not this time.
Losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
Not this time, though.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Oh, you know what? Let's take it to the second quarter.
Prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-3 the score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right. Hey, he wasn't even blocked. Didn't even block him.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
That's a bit to 1.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end.
Good job!
Other than the extra point. That's it.
So a loss of 5.
How is that not a
down.
safety?
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays.
You know what, man? That's a safety.
It gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Here's Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, here's Bell.
Oh,
they
God.
had him stop short
Come
first,
on.
but a penalty marker down.
Damn.
That looked like a clear face mask to me.
Face mask. Defense.
Oh, you know what, man?
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
Wow.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you got to hit the jackpot there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Good job, Jordan Hicks.
Jordan Hicks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Bell, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Tannehill.
Good job!
Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now come the Eagles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here's Foles. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Bell, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
False start, offense.
Key there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Foles. Caught on the right side by Dorsett.
Good job,
And
Nicky franchise.
Down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot.
Holding.
So they may back up further.
Woo! It says defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
Oh, they said
They
defense.
just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
God.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking for Parker
get it back.
that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Awesome, Brandon.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
That's
you're
a
able to hit a
crossing
receiver
pattern.
in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds him on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
You know what?
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
These guys, man, they just dropping like flies, man. Dropping like freaking flies. What are we going to do on this offensive line, boy? God, dogs.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Nicky.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Matt Collins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Throw right to him. Throw right to him. Throw right to him.
Go out to the 42-yard line.
Throw right to him.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number
that's
one.
That's on us.
You're saying that's going
That's
into
on
the
us.
trophy case?
That's on us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game.
It's on us.
But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense
be
has
careful.
been very
That's Mac
disruptive
over
early
there.
on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Tannehill. Breaks a tackle. Side open is Gesicki.
Come on.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Again, Tannehill breaks through the contact.
Of course.
And throw right side complete to Parker. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
Good job!
Big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You better take your money right here. Better take your money right here. There, yeah, that's smart. There you
So
go.
on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Forbath will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital. A big test for the Redskins as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then later, they'll let the humidity die down just a bit in Jacksonville. A late start where it'll be the Jaguars taking on the LA Chargers. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Some runs are blocked so well to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage from the line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Spence able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 46 with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Foles. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Fight.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Hurts over the middle.
Good job.
And they'll
Let's
work
go.
this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Foles now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Akeem Spence in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play
They
action
didn't even
fake.
block them.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Man, oh man.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Taking our 4th and 4. Let's go.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon.
Let's go.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodgers. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And he rifles one incomplete.
All right.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Corey Peters able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Foles. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
All right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Damn it. Position on him, and he pulls it out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking for
Good job! Good job!
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combined last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh! Damn.
Turnover would have really helped there.
Damn.
Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
All right, that's the second one.
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
You try.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
God damn it.
Loses the football. It's out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Got it.
It's fucking stupid.
Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to
you
emulate.
can't give
Of
him a
course, they'd
short
like to forget
field
the
like
inning,
this.
the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
I don't like the feel of this at all.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill.
Oh, God
And he
damn
will
it.
take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
I knew it. I knew it.
Mike Gesicki,
Can't give him a
his 6th
fucking short
touchdown
field
of the
like that.
season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Well, you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's got an abdominal tear. What the fuck, man? Damn. Desperate. We are desperate.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Yeldon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Relax. Relax.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Relax. Relax.
He'll look to throw.
Relax. Relax.
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Relax.
Able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Relax.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Damn. Well, I mean, what is our trainer doing, man? Damn.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Good job. Good job.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This guy's got an upper arm fracture. Oh, my God.
Elliott on for the extra point.
Wow.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with our trainer, man. God, dog it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker.
God damn
He'll
it.
be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill goes underneath for Bell. That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Boy.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, come on. You know what, man. God damn. Are you kidding me?
Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Right back, Gabe.
Now
right
an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
I know, man. I know it's bullshit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Oh, Goddard.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right there, and that's complete.
Nicky!
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
What touch? What touch, Nicky? What soft hands? Goddard?
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
All right.
Foles.
Oh, God damn it.
Taken down.
What? Come on, guys.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Wow.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Team, and it's intercepted.
Damn it.
Picked
We had
up
to take
by
a chance.
Micah
We had to take a
Patrick.
chance. Damn!
Able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Because he can make an interception like
And
that.
out come the
Of course he can.
Dolphins now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Bell.
Oh, God damn it! Come on.
But able to get it up past the 45.
You know what,
18
man.
big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Come
Now after
on,
the run by
guys.
Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's see if we can fool him. Let's see if we can fool him. Let's see if we can fool him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Damn.
they'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Stills complete.
Yeah, you, of
And
course.
past the 35, he'll be dropped a
course.
yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
I know, guys. I mean, shit. Everybody's beat up. Just hang in there, man.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Just hang
And
in,
let's
just
see what
hang
they've
in,
come
man.
up with
I mean,
offensively after
you
having
got
time
about
to
8
talk
guys
it over.
hurt. Damn.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Strip the ball.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. On the counter, here's Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Good job, Michael Bennett. Both starting wide receivers out. Defensive lineman out. My starting tight ends out.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
It shouldn't even
From
be
the
this
left
close.
hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Wow.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's
I
what
mean,
they're doing
hey,
on the
both
field.
starting
Now,
wide receivers is up. What are you going to do?
Allow them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See
Got
if any
this guy
celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Jesus Christ. Hey, what are you going to do?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point?
How do you miss that, man? Like, how do you miss
doubt
that?
about it, but they had to go for it. In
How
this
do you miss that?
situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't.
How
Now
do
the
you
power-
miss that? Can you tell me that? He's open. He's open. How do you miss problem is guess what? He's your third fucking wide receiver because your first two were hurt. I mean, that's exactly where you have to go with the ball. That's exactly where you have to go with the ball.
Stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense.
Once again, another loss at home.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Tannehill